Live. This is One for the Record. I'm Diana, and today is June 26, 2012. It is Tuesday evening, and here's your update for today. Earlier today, I will announce that my cat Oreo has passed away after he almost made it to 15. And I don't know if I should blame because he was old. He's almost 105 in human years. But somehow I have a feeling this has to do with the radiation. Don't ask me why, but I got a bad feeling about this. I'm going to tell you why. Before I told my neighbor what happened, she goes, "Come over here. I want to show you something. These are the weirdest little flowers I ever saw." And guess what? They aren't flowers, they're mushrooms. And they're like a pinkish, chartreuse pinkish mushrooms that are actually turned inside out and twisted. Never saw anything. She's about 80 years old. She never saw anything like that. And it came, why am I being showed this? And you could tell this is some kind of mutation, most likely from the radiation. So, let me show you what I have. Just one moment. Okay, let me do this picture first. Hold on. Alrighty. Let me put this so you can see it. I'm hoping you can pick this up without a problem, and that it's clear. These are mushrooms, boys and girls. I took it with my cell phone. They're growing along the grass, like in a water, like if there was like a little water trail right there. Now, I'll show you another picture. Hopefully you can see this. Let me veer it up just a little bit. Hold on. Mutant mushrooms. And I'll bring the little cursor over here. Look at this. These are mushrooms that are pinkish. They're inside out. That's where the spores are, right there in the middle. And here, I'm going to show you the next picture. There's a close-up. Here are the spores. This mushroom has turned itself inside out. It's a mushroom. It's the most weird-looking, bizarro. This elderly woman has never seen that in almost the 80 years she's been on the planet. So, there you go. Mutant mushrooms. Let me turn this up a little bit so maybe you can see it. I don't know if you're catching that till the end of the show when I review this. My goodness. Oh. Mushroom. Mutant mushrooms. I'm sure everyone, start looking around. You'll see all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm going to say it again. I think spent fuel pool number 4 went. That is just my opinion. That's my gut feeling. And I'm thinking, be ready. I don't even know if they're going to ever announce it. But be ready, be on the move. There it is. Alrighty then, we'll move on to the news. Alright, let's move on to the news. It's a sad day. Oh man. Alrighty then. Max's best friend. We'll lower this. I gotta see if the picture's alright. Let me take this off. You saw it here first. You saw it here first. Those are the mutant mushrooms. Now, moving on. Let's go to Earth Changes, SOT.net. Let's see what else has happened today. The very old, the weak, the very young. Heads up! Heard another neighbor somewhere in the area had puppies, and the young had 5 puppies, and the youngest one died after being a few days old. So heads up. I think it's the radiation. That's my opinion, and that's how it goes. And I'm really, really sincerely thinking about maybe getting out of here. I gotta get out of here. Alrighty then. Sad day for the pets. Yep. As Silent Spring's 50th anniversary nears, what would Rachel Carson be saying now? Silent Spring. Environmental problem humanity faces, and indeed the consequences may be catastrophic. There you go. That's something. She wrote a book or something. Flagstaff fire. Blaze at 200 to 300 acres. Pre-evacuation orders for South Boulder, Colorado. Heads up, South Boulder, Colorado. Also today, floods cut part of Maine interstate highway as Debbie storm over Florida. Total of 2 feet of rain possible by weekend. They're showing a lot of water coming in. Also, Uganda tragedy. 450 people missing and believed to be buried under mountains of mud. An entire species dies with Lonesome George. One turtle dies and entire species becomes extinct. That's the story of 100-year-old giant tortoise Lonesome George on at Galapagos National Park Breeding Center marked the end of his kind. Antarctica ice shelves not melting at all, new field data shows. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's see what else we're doing. There's Big Boy in the background. Big Boy, what are you doing? There he goes. Be careful. Alright, let's go to the Extinction Protocol 2012 and beyond. We don't need that. No way. No. Alrighty then. Battles reach Syrian capital. Assad declares Syria at war. Dated June 27, 2012. Boots on the ground. Unconfirmed reports say British SAS forces already in Syria. What else? Decisive action. Excuse me. Turkey mobilizes troops and heavy equipment on Syrian border. $60 million Euros stolen from 60 banks across the world in massive cyber bank raid. Stockton, California to take up bankruptcy budget plan. Harmonic seismic tremors continue under El Hierro volcanic island. Heads up. It's in the Canary Islands. Moderately strong eruptive activity reported at Italy's Stromboli volcano. Uganda tragedy, 450 people missing and believed to be buried under mountains of mud. Eurozone crisis, Cyprus becomes the 5th nation to request a bailout. Eurozone crisis, Spain's borrowing cost triples in 1 month. I believe I reported on that, but we'll keep going. Kamchatka Shivalak volcano unleashes twin pillars of ash. Tropical storm Debbie breaks record with early debut. Where's Debbie going? And again, deadly BC flooding prompts more evacuations, highway closures. It's in Canada. And that's it for the Extinction Protocol. Let's go to the Watchers, watching the world. Uh-oh, here we go. Tropical storm Doksuri Dingdo heading towards Philippines and Taiwan. That says June 27th, 2012. So you get it first here. Tropical storm Debbie made landfall in Florida. Fermi 2 nuclear reactor shut down due to equipment problem. Heads up. Fermi nuclear generating station near Monroe, Michigan. Fermi 2 nuclear reactor shut down due to equipment problem. Now, back when they had the, and that's reported for shutdown on Monday, yesterday. So, heads up. Remember, they were thinking that Fermi was the one who leaked the 7,000 rads reading. Man. Millions evacuated in several parts of China due to heavy torrential rains and landslides. Mount Elgon landslide, series of deadly landslides leave hundreds missing in Uganda. Researchers found evidence of warm periods in Arctic. Evidence of warm periods in Arctic. Sorry. And that's it for today from the Watchers. I think something else popped up. Let me look again. Could have sworn I saw something else pop up. Maybe it was the Fermi problem. Okay. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Okay. Let's go into the E&E News. Almost forgot it. Of all things. I'm pretty upset. I'm like devastated, but as they say, the show must go on. So I'm trying to keep it together right now. Let's see. Worst thing about anything, it's like it's always the memories. It's always the good memories, you know, the long time ago memories, baby memories, you know, kitten memories. It's just terrible. It's always the memories that get you down. Let me see. Local official on the trick. It's better for you to leave Fukushima. Brain neurons don't regenerate unlike other organs. Ask Parliament members, do you want to reduce your life expectancy? See, they're getting dumbed down from the radiation over there. See? Report, man still living inside 20-mile km evacuation zone. Tried to flee, but family turned him away thinking he was radioactive. Heads up! Well, he probably is radioactive. Japan diplomat today. No one denies that a problem with Fukushima number 4 fuel pool would be the end of Japan. We cannot sleep peacefully. I'm going to say something. How come hey, Japan diplomat, why didn't you just evacuate the people all over the world when it first went down? Why are they all still there? Right? And it's not just the Japanese people. We cannot sleep peacefully. It's the whole world because of you. The whole world. Picture that. Maybe they think they have some kind of power because they're disrupting homeogenesis on this planet. Pure evil. That's what they are. Japan professors warn against restarting reactors. Active faults near OE plant not properly accounted for. Devastating quakes now more likely. Government expects highly questionable. Senator on Fukushima. Nuclear material could easily be released into both the air and water from future quake. Saw firsthand that situation worse than reports indicated. I don't think spent fuel pool is still intact. Till they prove it, I don't think any of that area is intact. I think it's gone. And they're not saying the fuel pool. They're saying reactor number 4, and not the, and the fuel pool I think is separate. New York Times, at least 2 walls of Fukushima number 4 reactor are bulging and structure is tilting. Latest findings could add to concerns. Ugh. And there was a big crack or separation or something in number 4. Tell me that the radiation didn't get out. Here's another heads up. Japan to burn drums of unprocessed radioactive waste from nuclear accident. Facility to be built 100 kilometers from Tokyo in Ibaraki. These people don't ever say you want to carbon tax us. That's number 1. What the hell is going on? You're letting them burn radioactive waste? Oh no! No one owes anything. You can't stop Fukushima? What the hell's going on? You're letting them put stuff in the air, the water, the food? What the hell is going on? You have no right on this planet to mention anything about carbon taxes, carbon anything. How much carbon is burned up by the radiation in the nuclear plants? Obviously it's highly, highly hot, right? So it's burning up a lot and putting out a lot of CO2, isn't it? It's probably going to burn up all our oxygen on the planet. Jesus. I'm telling you right now. You're going to go ask, oh, don't leave your lights on, Britain. Are your lights on? Hey, is the light on in your head? How come don't you have a way of getting over there and stopping this Fukushima also? Right? You're worried about, carbon, CO2. Well, if they're burning things, doesn't that put out CO2? And the radiation, it just makes it suspended into the air, the ocean, whatever. You're suspending it. Because it looks like it disappeared. No, it's put back into the environment. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Who are your consultants? And prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. That's what I want you to do. Prove me wrong. It's ridiculous. The whole world is watching this. The whole world is watching Fukushima, and you're going to talk about you're going to leave a light on? You're going to try to be carbon footprint? What kind of carbon footprint did Japan leave for everyone in the next 1,000,000 years? What kind of carbon footprint with your nuclear reactors? You got some in do you have some over there in England and all over the place? Do you? Well, then what kind of carbon footprint are you leaving? Jeez. All right, to carry on, I'm sorry for that outburst. This is just the idiocy of what so-called environmentalists are worried about, and it's right there, the smoking gun / nuclear plant that is all destroyed is right there, and no one's stopping it. I told you. I told you. Commandeer me, I'll get rid of it, because I'm in the mood right now. We'll find a way of putting that out. I'm looking at mutated plants that I showed you earlier. There's radiation in the tuna. There's, you don't pick on the little guy. Go pick on Japan. You should have stopped it with all your ingenious scientific marvels. That should have been stopped. And it's not even entombed. It's nothing. Don't ever talk about carbon tax and, our ecological footprint on societies in the future. Baloney. And you proved it. Your foot is in your mouth. And you're going to end up with a foot up your butt. That's what I say. Because no one's going to put up with this nonsense. They can all see that there's radiation now. They can all see it. They can see you guys did nothing to stop it. So don't talk about leaving lights on and watch how you travel and everything, because that might make carbon. How about the drones? How much carbon dioxide does it take to put and fuel to burn to put drones in the sky? You got 30,000 drones you're putting in the sky. How much of that CO2 comes out of the rear end of the drones? How about that one? I would talk about environmental baloney. Yeah. Ooh. You gotta save on stuff. Oh, how about your ingenious chemtrails? Oh, it's to help the earth. Oh, how much carbon is coming out the rear end of the plane and those jets that you're putting the poison in the air anyway? How much is coming out of the rear end of the planes that are in the sky? How much carbon? You pay the taxes on it. You pay the taxes on the CO2 coming out of the drones, coming out of the chemtrail planes, coming out of Fukushima, coming out of all these nuclear plants. Think about it. You really think we're all that stupid? We're not. Come on now. What's really going on? Come on. Prove me wrong, and please tell me who your consultants are. We're going to save the planet from CO2 by putting massive amounts of planes that burn fuel, jet fuel, in the air, highly combustible. And so it's highly combustible, How much oxygen is that burning and putting CO2 after out of the rear end of it? Or carbon monoxide. It's still carbon. You're putting it in the air. Get off of that trend. You better put out Fukushima. That's all I got to say. Alright, I'm sorry for that outburst. Man. Japan Bird Association. It reminded me of Silent Spring by Rachel Carson, Forest of No Chirp. We found only a few swallows in Fukushima town. Other summer birds missing as well. Soon the people are going to be missing. Watch. Large clouds blowing from number 4 reactor during removal work. See, what is that? Okay, let's repeat that again. Today, 1:59 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Note how it's in the middle of the night, but they think we're not going to see it later. 1:59 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on June 26, 2012. Watch. This is by watch, whatever that means. Large clouds blowing from number 4 reactor during removal work, whatever that means. Okay, that's it. Other than New York Times, suspicions increased after TEPCO banned experts from testing waters in 20-kilometer zone. Japan professor radioactive substances could enter ocean for years to come. Fukushima event not over. That's it. And that was from yesterday. Let's check California, since there was something going on with Fermi. Wow. I won't check the world. I'm going to just check U.S. Let's see what's going on there. Nothing. Nothing under E-Energy News. Goes back to the 24th. Other than cesium-137 detected in Virginia rain, I have said from the beginning that there is Fukushima fallout in the rainwater. Can't be detected with Geiger counter. Alrighty then. That's right. And I don't think they can, the alphas, it's hard to detect the alphas in one of them, what, plutonium? You don't know what's actually out there. Alrighty then. That was your news update for today. I hope you could see the mutated mushrooms. Yes, that's an exclusive on this channel because I'm the one who took the picture. Alright, so you got an exclusive picture. Awesome. Here, let me do this. Just one moment before I sign off. Let me see something here. Stand by. Let's get rid of this. Let's lower that. Let me go into here. I'll show you something. Might not mean much, but let me turn this around one more time. Here you go. I am accepting tips. I have a tip jar. Alrighty then. Hopefully someone can send some tips to support what I'm doing here. Because I don't run commercials. As you notice, you don't have advertisement and a bunch of stuff coming up on the screen that you have to cross out. Alrighty then. I do accept tips. Only to keep me going for right now. Alrighty then. I guess I'm going to see if I ended up as one of the finalists over there for the Alex Jones InfoWars reporter contest. Have no idea. But they can always contact me through my email or unblock your number because I'm not accepting any commercials on my phone, and and your mortgage and all these crazy things. If it's unblocked, I can't answer it. You know, don't waste my time. You better unblock your number, okay? Or it's not that important to you. Obviously. Most people will not answer a phone number that's blocked without your name. Alrighty then. You're just creeping around or something. You have a wonderful evening. It's now 2 days down. 4 to go before the weekend. And heads up, Space Coast, supposedly there might be 60-mile-an-hour winds. Space Coast, Florida. They said it earlier, have no idea, it seemed real windy earlier, but there still might be some more wind coming in. And take care, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow.